Good morning, students. During this social distancing period, through my video, I am going to give you the explanation of chapter number 1, English Literature of class 7. Children, as you can see here on the paper, that the heading of the chapter is After 20 Years. It's written by O. Henry. This is a story which contains 4 basic elements. First of all is a plot, then time, then character and the moral value. First of all, when we start the beginning of the story, we can see the plot. So, this is a story about two friends, those who put a bet before 20 years that they will be separated from each other for such a long period of 20 years gap, and they would become they would achieve something in their life, and after becoming a successful person, both of them will meet once again after 20 years, and they will check out who is the most successful person at that time. And for this, the story begins with a vacant street where nobody is there, only the two persons are there, and one of the person naming a Bob who is talking to a policeman. But he is saying that he is waiting for his friend Jimmy, the other friend for whom he was waiting since last 20 years back. So, when he told policeman that he was waiting in front of the hardware store for his friend, then the policeman said him nothing, but he just shut his mouth and moves back. He told Bob to wait over there for his friend to come. And what happened that after 20 minutes and another person from next side of the road just rushed towards Bob, and both of them had a long conversation. After that, the second person arrested Bob. Why? Because this is only the climax scene of the story, that the policeman gave him a piece of letter, and he told Bob that another person has told me to give you this letter. The letter was containing a shocking effect on Bob's face. Do you know what was that? It was written in that letter that Bob, I had already met you on the same time, and I was only the person who recognized you. I know that whole of the Chicago police is going to arrest you. But after 20 years becoming a policeman, I can't betray you like a friend. That's why you are being under arrested by another person. And Bob was really shocked to see that for the friend for whom he was waiting for such 20 years, but at last he was being arrested by the original policeman, and it was the actual Jimmy who wrote the letter and passed it to Bob. So, ये कहानी हमें बताती है कि किस तरीके से दो दोस्त आपस में अलग होते हैं और बहुत सक्सेसफुल होने के बाद वापस मिलते हैं. लेकिन जिमी जो कि एक पुलिसमैन बन जाता है, एंड ही वाज वेरी honest and loyal towards his responsibility, and the another person Bob, who was having a criminal background. So this was the story, and now we can discuss the moral value and at the end of the story. And what is the value, student? That we should always follow a right path to gain success in our life. By the wrong means, we can't achieve our goals. So, now these are some of the new words that are given in this chapter. The very first word is avenue, which means broad road. And the second word is correspondent, to have conversation. Third word is hustling, push roughly. Fourth word is gaze, looking steadily, looking surprisingly. And the last word is chum. Chum means a good friend. So, Students, you can note down these words and you can use these new words in your day-to-day life. Now, we are going to discuss about the short question answers of the chapter. And the question answers contains the very first question is what times the story begin? The story begins at 10 o'clock in the night. Second question, where was the man from the west leaning? The man was leaning on the doorway of darkened hardware store. Now, the third question is, when was Big Joe Brady's restaurant pulled down? It was just pulled down before 5 years ago. The next thing is that we are going to have RTC related with the summary that I have told you, and the lines are, I am not just waiting till, doesn't it? Now, who said this line to whom? The answer is, Bob said this line to policeman. Second question, why would it sound very funny to the listener? Because the appointment was fixed before 20 years. So now students, after doing these new words and short answers, I must hope that the whole concept of the chapter is being clear to you. Thank you.